आम आपको बर्तमान सीधा सड़क दृश्य देखा प्रधानमंत्री जो भाव में कार्यक्रम आयोजन करा सीधा सड़क दृश्य बर्तमान देखा
camouflaging any hidden reality. I am not for a moment, I repeat, I am not for a moment encouraging you to have a confrontational relationship with the managements of companies which you are auditing. Certainly not. But I think it's a part of your responsibility to do a true diagnosis like a doctor does, a true diagnosis of the health of company. I think that is the biggest responsibility. There are quality aspects in the functioning of any company, how the board is functioning, whether the discussions in the board proceedings are free and fair, whether the reporting systems are adequate, whether the internal controls in any company and in particular financial institutions by like the banks etc., whether they are appropriate and whether they are robust. I think these are the qualitative aspects also which I would feel are important, which auditors may look at. Now, I'm not sure whether it is a part of the brief of the role of auditors as perceived by the ICAI, but as from the Reserve Bank of India, we give a lot of importance to these issues. Today, our supervisors, when they go to visit, when do the annual supervision, in fact it is no more an annual supervision of banks and NBFCs, it is today almost real time and online, because we have now in the Reserve Bank, we have a dedicated vertical for supervision in which there is a team, there is a, which is again split into, not split, but there are two wings of it. One wing does on-site supervision by visiting the bank or the NBFC. The other wing does off-site supervision because all the data inflow comes almost on real-time basis, and based on the data, using various methods of data analytics and AI, the numbers are examined, the numbers are analyzed for the system as a whole and for individual banks and NBFCs, and the vulnerability indicators, any signs or signals of weakness are generated and are analyzed by our officers. It is partly technology driven, it is majorly application of mind to try and see where the future challenges could arise, where the future vulnerabilities or where the future risks may come. So therefore, I'm not sure whether it's a part of the the work of an auditor, but we would expect from the Reserve Bank auditors also to comment on such aspects while while signing the balance sheets of banks and non-banks, and I would feel the same would apply to other businesses and companies as well. Now, we have from the Reserve Bank tried to give a lot of encouragement. We expect the audit profession to be absolutely fair and truthful and not to worry about any any possibility of the management of company. Again, I am not trying to create a friction between you and the company's management, but to give greater confidence to the auditor community, we have now mandated, you would be aware, we have now mandated prior approval of the Reserve Bank. I repeat, it is now mandatory for any bank or NBFC, banks and UCBs, that is any commercial banks or urban cooperative banks, if they are removing a particular auditor, they can do so only with the prior approval of the Reserve Bank of India. Because we don't want the auditors, the audit company, the audit firm, we don't want you to act under any kind of pressure. So that is one major step which we have taken. We are also having these days of late for the last 3 years or so structured meetings with the auditors of individual.
भुवनेश्वर एबे आयोजन होई